Hello Capricorn, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you guys. Please give me a clear message with a very clear understanding for my lovely Capricorns. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Lovers. Oh, I see the Tower here at the bottom of the deck. You know, with the Knight of Swords and the Tower in the recent past, or kind of at the bottom of the deck here, it's like what's influencing the situation. What it's feeling like to me is that there could have been a situation that which very quickly escalated, is how I want to say that, where I feel like maybe a conversation escalated into an ending very quickly, or something happened and then it got out of hand very fast. Because I do feel like this energy, this very reactive energy, and I feel like it's like, how did we get here? It feels a little bit shocking and surprising. Like maybe you go into it just trying to have a conversation with somebody and you didn't expect it to end, to lead to an ending or a breakup or something like that. Like I feel like it could have just been like a conversation or something of that nature that escalated very quickly, could have caused a Tower moment. And I feel like that is something that happened in the past for some of you. Okay, now for others of you, it could have just been maybe there was some kind of ending or situation that took place in the past. And I do feel like this is a past connection here. For most of you, I feel like this is maybe somebody you've been out of communication with, or at least very inconsistent communication, or communication where you're still not quite sure where you stand, where something is at, or where it's going. But for a lot of you, I feel like you've been out of communication completely. Now with this Eight of Wands energy being here with the Lovers, I feel like this is your energy, Capricorn, and it does kind of feel like there could be something that you're wanting to express to this person. I feel like there's somebody that you feel a very deep connection with. I do feel like you feel very strong feelings for this person, but I definitely feel like there's some challenges or obstacles between the two of you. I feel like there's some space and distance between the two of you, whether, metaphorically or physically, take it how it resonates. But I do feel like there is something that you're wanting to say to them here. We have the Page of Pentacles. Some of you may try to communicate with this person. I feel like your hopes with the communication is like, I feel like there's something that you're wanting to turn around, right? I feel like you're wanting to experience a turning point with this person, and I feel like you're hoping that whatever you express to them could be that, right? Like maybe if I say this, or I take accountability for this, or I reach out, maybe we can still turn things around here. And with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles to me can be a card of starting something off in like the right way, like really having a really good foundation for something. And I feel that here. I feel it's like maybe we can kind of start over and do it things right this time, like do things differently this time. But I see the Eight of Swords here as well for your energy. So there's definitely some anxiety over this. So I see these are things that you're thinking about, things that you're hoping for. But I see you being very anxious about it, very in your head, maybe overthinking. Should I say this? Should I say that? We see the Ace of Wands. I do feel like you're hoping for some kind of new start with a person here. You feel a very strong connection with this Lovers and this Ace of Wands. You feel a very strong bond with this person. I feel like that's why you feel like it's worth trying for. It's worth expressing, or it's worth opening up. We see the Four of Wands. Like wanting to step into a new chapter with this person. But I feel like you're wanting this. Like, I feel like you do really feel like you guys can be successful. Like you can overcome whatever these obstacles are. But with this Eight of Swords energy, you may not be sure. We're going to clarify that. Yeah, I feel like you may not be quite sure that someone's open to hearing from you. I see the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Swords. Okay, so that's why you're in your head. Maybe somebody had you blocked in the past, or maybe the last time you tried to speak with somebody, you know, they were very, you know, just very defensive or not open to hearing what you had to say. They could be very guarded when it comes to you, or closed off. I almost want to say combative too, and I don't get that from the Seven of Wands, but I kind of feel like that, where maybe somebody's just very on the defense. So it's like anytime that anything gets said, it automatically kind of turns it into an argument here. And I feel like that's what you're thinking of, is like, okay, well, I don't want to trigger, you know, I don't want to reach out and have another argument with this person or make things worse. But I do see all this potential. I do feel this very strong connection. So I feel it's like, should I say something? Should I not say something? So let's take a look at their energy. I'm not going to take these yet. I want to pull them, but we have the Two of Wands and the King of Cups. So I do feel like somebody does still have feelings for you, but I feel like they're still in a space of trying to figure out what they want to do here. The Five of Swords, very conflicted energy, okay? But they definitely have feelings for you still, and they're acknowledging that. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. It's very interesting to me that you both have that for your first card out, okay? And the Two of Cups, wow. They may be much more open to this than you think here. Whatever you're wanting to express to them, they may be a lot more open to it than you think, because I feel like they're already kind of thinking about communication. Now, whether that is that they have good intuition and they're anticipating that, maybe they can sense that, that you're thinking about reaching out, or whether they're also thinking about reaching out to you here. But the Two of Cups says that, you know, there are mutual feelings. So they are acknowledging that they definitely still have feelings for you, and that they know that you still have feelings for them as well. Now, the Two of Cups can also be a card of like wanting to bring something back into alignment. They could feel like you are their person, a good match. You have the Lovers in that position, and they have the Two of Cups. So there is no denying that there's a very strong bond here. I don't think either one of you are denying that. We have that Two of Wands coming through next. So they have two twos, so they're still indecisive. So even though they feel this strong connection, and they can either intuitively feel like communication is coming, or they're thinking about communication as well, the Eight of Wands to me can also be a card of direction. This person may still be trying to figure out what direction they want to go in, especially with these two twos right next to that. Now, the Two of Wands, you know, it can be kind of at a fork in the road, and it says, you know, should I go this way or should I go that way? And I do feel that they are acknowledging that they have these strong feelings for you, but there is still something here that is holding them back. And we'll clarify this Two of Wands if we need to, but I want to get the rest of the cards out, and maybe that will make things a little bit more clear as to why they are so indecisive. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So that does help a little bit. The Seven of Pentacles can be a card of really analyzing a situation and trying to decide, is this something that is worth investing into or not, or something that is like going to actually yield success. So they may be realizing, okay, yes, we have these feelings for each other, but is that enough to actually make it successful, to make the relationship work? Like, I love you and you love me, but is that enough? Can we actually make this successful? Can we overcome these obstacles that we've had in the past? So I feel like they're still trying to figure that out, and maybe that's where these twos are coming in, and they're still not quite sure. I feel like they are becoming very, very sure about how they feel about you, Capricorn, but they're not sure if you guys can actually make it successful. We have the Three of Swords. And I do feel like there's this acknowledgement that maybe they have really hurt you in the past. You have hurt them. You know, maybe you both have kind of hurt each other here. You've both been through a lot when it comes to this situation. And it's like not wanting to put either one of you through any more unnecessary pain. And I feel like that's why this person has maybe been held back, maybe why they haven't reached out yet, or why they are still kind of in this indecisive space of trying to figure it out, is because it's like, I don't want to hurt Capricorn again, and I don't want to be hurt. You know, I don't want to make things worse. I only meant to pull one, but two came. We have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. Now they also feel a very strong connection towards you. The Queen of Wands is it can be a lot of attraction, a lot of chemistry. But with this Hermit energy, I feel like they're also trying to look deeper than that. You know, because like I said, I feel like this person knows that there's this strong bond, there's this strong chemistry, this strong attraction between the two of you. It feels very intense. But even that there's a lot of love here between the two of you, but there's still something about it that hasn't worked up to this point. And they could feel like a lot of things have happened that maybe it's going to be very difficult, not just the obstacle, whatever the obstacle is between the two of you, but also like all of the hurt that has occurred between the two of you. It's like, can we really get past this? I feel like somebody's trying to be in a very realistic space about it. So we have the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups. So they're still not sure. And I feel like that's what it is. I just feel like they don't want to hurt you and they don't want to go through any more pain. Now, if you end up reaching out, I do feel like you will get a response from this person. I do, but I don't feel like they're going to leave you on red here or anything like that here, Capricorn. But I also feel like they're still not sure whether this is something that you guys can make successful or not. And I'm not sure that I don't see them taking any action at this time until they kind of figure this out. With this Hermit energy, I more feel like somebody is really trying to see the situation from a higher perspective, and they're trying to look at, you know, themselves and their part of things as well. So that's what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys for being here with me, and I will see you next time.